From Mom Envy. I wanted to show you quickly how you can print stickers and cut them out using your Cricut machines. So the first thing you're going to do is create a new project. Then you will go down here over to where it says upload, and you're going to click image. For this example, I'm going to be using my St. Patrick's Day stickers. So make sure you've downloaded the files that are called Cricut Print and Cut. These are PNGs that have been specifically made to work with the Cricut. I've tested it, so they should work. So go ahead and select one of those images that you would like to cut. Click open, and you're going to click complex. If you click simple, you'll see that it changes the way the stickers look, and moderately complex will also do that. So make sure you're choosing complex. Then click the green continue button down in the bottom right. You're going to click apply and continue. You do not need to remove a background because I've made sure that the background has already been removed. You can see if I click preview cut image, it'll show you what it'll look like. It'll cut around each sticker. I will unclick that. Okay, in the bottom right corner, you're just going to click apply and continue. It is showing you an example of what it's going to look like. If you want to do just cut image or print and cut, and for this, we want to print and cut the image, we will click upload. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and find that file that I just uploaded and click the bottom right where it says add to canvas. And now you can see the stickers are huge and they are way too big to be cut. But that is why I've included this black rectangle. That is to make sure that everything is sized perfectly. So go down to the bottom right corner and you're going to hold shift so that you do not change the proportions. And you're going to just drag this up. And you're going to drag it until you see how on the right side here it says 13.639. You're going to drag it until that says 6 inches. That's actually the height, so now I need to go back and change that. Okay, you're going to edit this. Go back. Okay. You can see that on the right side, it says 13.895 inches. That is how tall the image is. And we're going to drag it until it is 8.5 inches tall. So keep going until that number says 8.5. You may have to scroll up a little bit if your number goes out of sight. So just stop sizing it for a second, scroll up, and then continue. Again, we're looking for it to say 8.5 inches. Okay. And so for this one, I can't get it to go exactly to 8.5, and that's okay. I can get it to go either to the closest possible thing, so we'll go to 8.508. That's close enough. So as you can see, if I click the image again, it should be close to 6 inches across and 8.5 inches tall. This will make sure that your stickers are also sized like I created them. Now, if you're using a mini planner, a planner that's smaller, then you're going to want to make these smaller. If you're using a larger planner, you can make them bigger, but remember that you're going to be restricted to how big you can cut with the Cricut. So you may only be able to cut, let's say, the first 4 stickers and not the other 4, and then you'll have to cut them separately. If you would like to cut them as I created it, again, then you're going to want to go with this size, which is as close to 8.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide that you can have it. Now I have switched my computer so you can see me actually print and cut on my Cricut machine. So now that we have our file set up, we're going to go up here to the right-hand corner where it says Make It. As you can see, it's set on Print and Cut. We're going to click Continue. Now you're going to send it to your printer. I'm going to add my bleed and I want 1 copy. I will click Print. Once it's done printing, I will be back to show you the next step. Next, you're going to take your sticker paper and place it on your mat. Make sure to put it in the upper left-hand corner, so it should look like this. Next, you're going to have to select the material that works best for you. It depends on the type of sticker that you have purchased, and I'm going to tell you it may take a little bit of trial and error. I use onlinelabels.com's sticker material, so because of that, I'm going to actually use the sticker paper removable because that is what they suggest. I'm going to leave the pressure as default, and now I'm going to load my mat into the machine. As you can see, I've placed my mat underneath both of the edge pieces, and the light to load it is blinking. I will click that to load. Okay, now that it is loaded, we are going to press the next button, which will be the Cricut button that lights up, and that is the Go button. So now we will click this, and it'll start to cut. I'll be back in a second once it's done cutting. Once it's done cutting, you will push the blinking button here to unload your mat. Now you're going to take your sticker paper off of your mat. And for mine, actually this time came pretty close to going all the way through, but I am using a new blade, so I probably should have picked that it was less pressure. So again, this is kind of with all cutting machines, it's a little bit of trial and error to see what settings work right for you. And remember when you're using a new blade to make sure that it's a little bit sharper than what your previous blade was. Now for this, it has worked out and it has cut well along my edges. But if yours has cut off, like the image did not cut correctly and you're like, I don't get it, it is just cutting way over in a different direction, it's not getting the whole shape, what you're going to need to do is calibrate your machine, and that will make sure that your print and cut is correct. So as you can see now, I have stickers that are ready to go into my planner.